August 27, 1919. In a Telugu-speaking family in Chennai, a little girl was born. Her name was Lalitha. She was the fifth of 7 children. Her father, Pappu Subbarao, and her 4 brothers, all engineers from the prestigious College of Engineering, Guindy. Her sisters, educated only up to the 10th grade. That was life in India at the time. Boys were educated to build careers. Girls were educated just enough to become wives. At 15, Lalitha was married. But unlike many girls, she had a progressive father. He insisted she continue school even after marriage. By 18, she had a daughter, Shyamala, and just 4 months later, tragedy struck. Her husband died. She was now a widow, a teenager, and a single mother. In the 1930s, widowhood wasn't just personal loss, it was social death. Widows were stripped of jewelry, dressed only in white, shunned from weddings and celebrations. Many were sent away to live in ashrams, forgotten by society. Lalitha's own daughter would later recall, "When my father passed away, my mother had to suffer more than she should have. Her mother-in-law had lost her 16th child and took out that grief on her." Society expected Lalitha to fade quietly into the shadows. But she had seen another path. Her father and brothers were shaping the nation as engineers. Why couldn't she? Years later, reflecting on her journey, she would say, 150 years ago, I would have been burnt on my husband's funeral pyre. Her father, Professor Subbarao, believed in her. She first considered medicine, but as a young mother, it wasn't practical. Late nights, emergencies, endless hours. Engineering, however, was possible. Structured, demanding, yes, but close to home where her father could support her. So Subbarao approached the principal of Guindy College, K.C. Chacko, and the director of public instruction, R.M. Statham. Together, they made history. They admitted Lalitha, India's first woman engineering student. But this wasn't just a seat in a classroom. They had to build a new path. Separate hostel arrangements, support systems, because society wasn't ready for women engineers. A few months in, Lalitha confessed something to her father. She was lonely, living alone in a separate hostel, cut off from everyone else. Many fathers might have told her daughter to come home, quit, accept defeat. But not Subbarao. He saw opportunity. He opened admissions for more women. Soon P.K. Thresia and Leelama George joined her. And together they became India's first batch of women engineers. Her loneliness had sparked a revolution. By day, Lalitha was a pioneering student. By night and weekends, a mother traveling to see her daughter. Every exam, every project, every calculation wasn't just about her. It was proof that women could excel in engineering. Her classmates, surprisingly, were welcoming. Her daughter later said she was the only girl among hundreds of boys, but not once did they make her feel unwelcome. Still, the pressure was immense. Lalitha carried the weight of every woman who might come after her. The Electromonium and family innovation. In 1944, Lalitha graduated. She worked briefly in Shimla, then returned to Chennai to collaborate with her father. Together, they invented remarkable things. The Electromonium, an electric musical instrument, smokeless ovens for kitchens, an electric flame producer for homes and industries. For Lalitha, these projects were more than inventions. They were lessons in creativity and problem solving. But soon, she needed stability and a career. In 1948, Lalitha joined Associated Electrical Industries, AEI. Her biggest project, the Bhakra Nangal Dam. This wasn't just engineering, it was nation building. 10 million acres irrigated, over 1300 megawatts of electricity to power northern India. Jawaharlal Nehru called it the new temple of resurgent India. Lalitha designed transmission lines and substations that made the dam's electricity flow across states. But here was the irony. Social customs forbade widows to travel to project sites, so she couldn't step foot on them. Instead, she sent her brilliance, designing, calculating, solving problems remotely. Her mind reached where her body was not allowed. Her work earned global respect. In 1953, she became an associate member of the Institution of Electrical Engineers in London. By 1966, a full member. In 1964, she represented India at the first International Conference of Women Engineers and Scientists in New York. And there she told the world, 150 years ago, I would have been burnt alive. Today, I am an engineer. Her words echoed far beyond that hall. Proof that societies can change and that women can lead. Later, she joined the British Women's Engineering Society, linking arms with pioneers across the world. Through 3 decades at AEI and later General Electric, Lalitha worked on countless projects. Power systems, transmission failures, adapting new technologies to Indian realities. But her greatest achievement wasn't in blueprints or equations. It was in the quiet revolution she led. She never protested, never shouted, never demanded. She simply excelled, again and again, until no one could deny it anymore. Women belong in engineering. When Lalitha passed away in 1977, she left behind more than projects. She left a pathway. For her daughter Shyamala, who built her own career abroad. For every young girl told, this is not for you. The IEEE Lalitha Memorial Lecture was created in her honor. Her story became inspiration for classrooms, families, and generations of engineers. She didn't disappear. She endured tragedy, she defied custom, and she lit the way for countless others. Not with rebellion, not with noise, but with brilliance, with persistence, with quiet, unshakable courage. She was more than India's first woman engineer. She was the foundation upon which thousands would rise. The widow who refused to disappear became the pioneer who can never be forgotten.